A very happy morning to all of you. First and foremost, thank you so much. I'm so overwhelmed because of your love and appreciation when I just enter into the campus and when I enter into the podium, the auditorium, the hall. So I feel very happy, I'm very moved, I'm overwhelmed by your love and affection. So thank you so much. The most reverential superior sister, my beloved teachers, last but not the least, my lovable children. Wish you all a very happy morning. It is not convenient. Let me have it. Yeah, handmade.
Thank you. So first and foremost, I really have to congratulate all the English teachers for their efforts. Please give them a big round of applause. Then I have to congratulate each and every participants of today's event. They really killed the show. Thank you. Am I right? And a special mention to all the tongue twister team. Hats off. And my dear little volunteers, dear little supporters from there, from here, all the people. Thank you. Even everyone who came from there to put the spider web. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So I really have to appreciate each and every one of you for your contribution to the institution where you belong. That is really, really warm welcoming. So I'm so happy. Thank you. And I'm going to give a very short presentation of effective communication skills. Because you all know how to communicate. How many of you don't know how to communicate in English or else in Tamil? You all can communicate, right? Am I right? Yes, sir. Yeah. We all can communicate in English as well as in Tamil or in your own mother tongue, irrespective of your mother tongue. I don't know about your mother tongues. You might be from a Telugu family, from a Kannadiga family, from a South Australian family. Whatever it might be, you can communicate well. But you have to be effective enough whenever you communicate. That has become the order of the day. You have to communicate properly to your audience, right? So only when the audience reacts accordingly to your communication, only then your communication will be successful and it will be counted as a proper communication. Otherwise, it will not be accounted as a proper communication. Your communication will be ineffective, your communication will not be successful. So, effective communication takes you to so many places, to so many great heights in life. Why? Because very soon, after 5 years or 10 years in time, you all going to become, managers or teachers or professors or sub-collectors, collectors, or you might be doing anything, or you might be a filmographer or a choreographer or software engineer, anything, whatever your wish might be. So you will all try out in coming, you will all come out in flying colors in the near future. So what you have to do is you have to effectively communicate from now on. That is the rule that you have to keep on yourself, that you have to say to yourself that I have to communicate properly, I have to be an effective communicator. When it comes to communication, when it comes to effective communication, people tend to believe that effective communication is applying, we have to apply effective communication only in the professional world like this institution. It is not the case. You have to apply professional communication even in your households. Because people are there even in your households. You have to respect them, you have to communicate them as well. You have to give them proper respect and reference to your parents, to your neighbors, to your uncle and aunts, to your distant relatives, everybody. Similarly, you have to give them the proper respect and reference to people who are working along with you and the people who are working subordinate to you. Like we have the subordinates here, right? You have to respect each and everybody. You have to respect each and everybody, irrespective of their role, irrespective of their race, class, and gender. That is point number 2. The thing, how I can be effective, sir? That might be the next question which pops up in your mind. Effective communication. In order to become an effective communicator, you need to follow certain steps. Step number 1, that is clarity of thought or clarity of expression. Clarity of thought and clarity of expression. What do you mean by clarity of thought? Can anyone of you tell me from the higher secretary? Clarity of thought and clarity of expression. Am I audible? No. Am I clear? Am I clear or not clear? Yes. You are all tired, I think. I think you're all tired because of the sunshine. I'm so sorry, please forgive us, please forgive me as well. Right? I will immediately conclude my talk, don't worry. Yeah. So what is meant by clarity of thought, clarity of expression? So whenever you want to present yourself before an audience, before a group of people, or before one person, you just have to be careful of what you are speaking, okay, of what your topic is going to be. You need to have a prior preparation whenever you present yourself before the public, before the outer world, right? That is what we call clarity of thought. And then clarity of expression. You should not be stuttering, you should not be blabbering, you should not be saying too many things which are not at all needed to the conversation, to the communication. You have to avoid certain things, right? That is what we call clarity of expression. So you have to be clear enough about what you're talking, you have to be clear enough about the topic that you're discussing with the person. That is what we call clarity of thought and clarity of expression. Then the second thing that you have to remember is you have to use the vocabulary which are domain specific or topic oriented. Say for example, if you are explaining about aircraft, means you have to talk about aircraft by using the terminologies used in the specific field called aircraft. Or if you are talking about modeling or fashion designing or cooking, you just have to incorporate those terminologies, those verbs, idioms, phrases, one word substitutions, phrasal verbs, like everything, whenever you make your communication. That is point number 2. Okay? You all listening? Are you all listening to me? Yeah, thank you. But the third thing is accuracy in grammar. Of course, we cannot deny the existence of English language. We cannot say that, sorry sir, I am a Tamilian, I am a true Tamilian, I cannot speak English, Tamil Nadu is my Nadu, Tamil culture is my culture. You can say all these things, but you have to win the salaries in 6 digits, right? You have to get the salary, right? You have to make your family run, right? You are all going to be the breadwinners of the family in the near future, right? So for the entry ticket, it is like an entry ticket, it is like a gate pass. Right? English is like a gate pass which you have to use in your company. Wherever you go, people will look at the way you speak, look at the way you communicate. They will count upon you. They will think how much you are capable of speaking in English. They will count on your communication skills. And that is the reason why we have to learn grammar accurately without having a room for doubt, without having a room for any kinds of any kinds of confusion in relation to grammar. So you have to learn the grammar with so much of diligence and subtleness that is needed for the hour. That is rule number 3. Rule number 4. Rule number 4. Am I right? Rule number 4. Okay. Rule number 4 is be precise, at the same time be concise. Be precise, at the same time be concise. You are expected to be short, be crisp, like when you eat ice cream, when you eat Lays. How many of you love Lays? I love American Tango. I love American style and Spanish tomato tango. How many of you love American style? Okay. Right. We all scream for an ice cream, right? Yeah. You scream, I scream, they scream, everyone screamed for an ice cream, but she only screamed more than all of us, and that is the reason why she won the chance. She, won the game. Okay. So the fourth point is be precise and concise. So concise is you are expected to cut short the unimportant details of your communication. You have to be precise, you have to be deep enough into the subject, but you should not be time consuming or time stealing, right? You should not steal the time of someone. You have to be very, very time constrained. That is what we call being concise and precise. But you have to go deep into the subject. You should cover all the important things, but you should cut short or leave out the unimportant things in a subject. That is what we call being precise and being concise. And the fifth point being point of departure. The fifth point is point of departure. You should not deviate from where you started, from where you began, right? So at the beginning of a conversation, at the beginning of a communication, you might be talking about something, and in the middle you might be talking something. Then it will create a chaos. It will create a pandemonium situation. So avoid those things. You have to be clear. You have to follow the coherence in your speech. So coherence, maintaining coherence matters a lot. So you have to follow the coherence in your language whenever you communicate. Whenever you want to be an effective communicator, you have to follow the coherence in your communication. And the sixth point being so humble, courteous, be kind, be humble, be courteous enough, be modest enough whenever you communicate in front of others. Okay? It might be your subordinate, it might be your higher official, it might be a layman, it might be a store manager, to whomsoever it may concern. You have to be polite enough, you have to be kind enough, you have to be courteous enough whenever you involve the process of effective communication. Then the seventh point, am I right? The seventh principle. Thank you, girl. At least you are listening. Thank you. Right. The seventh point, the seventh important principle of effective communication is complete your communication with a proper closure, with a proper concluding remarks. Do not go off way. People used to do this, right? In the middle of the conversation, they leave the room. They leave the conversation, they leave the communication without fulfilling the communication completely, without giving a concluding remark properly. That is the problem. That is one of the problems of all of our communication. So please complete your communication with a proper concluding remark. That is the seventh point. If you follow all these basic 7 principles of effective communication, you can become an effective communicator. You can become an effective communicator. Then you might be wondering, sir, why are you talking about effective communication? Why are you talking about the principles of effective communication? It's because we have a problem. What is the tool for communication? Tell me. Tell me. Language. Very good. Thank you. God bless you. Language. So language is the only tool for communication. We don't have any other tool for communication other than language. Am I right? We have only one tool for communication at our disposal, and that one tool of communication is too problematic. What do you say? It is problematic or not? It is problematic because inherently all the languages in general will have this inherent problem in it. What problem is it is a slippery nature. It is slippery in nature, it is fluid in quality, and it will lead all of us into a confusion. It will all of us into a chaotic situation where you cannot come out of it. Right? By using the language, there is a chance of winning the hearts. At the same time, there is a chance of losing the hearts. If you want to win the hearts or you want to lose the hearts, win the hearts. Okay. We all strive to win the hearts here. We don't want to lose the hearts here. We should not commit the act of hurting the feelings, hurting the sentiments, hurting the ideologies and practices of others. Am I right? Right. So we should not do that. So that is the reason why we have to be very careful whenever we involve the process of communication. Because language is a problem to all of us. It is inherently ambiguous, it is inherently fluid in nature, it is inherently problematic in nature. And that is the reason why the same Pullavar of Tamil Nadu, Thiruvalluvar, once said in his Tirukkural, Teenal Suttapunnullarum, Arade, Navinal Suttavadu. Thank you. Right. Again, my girls are only answering to my questions. Thank you. Okay, so we have come to the conclusion of my talk. I'm really grateful to all of you, and please make a note of all the things which I have reiterated right now. The 7 basic principles of effective communication, and the carefulness that you have to give, the focus that you have to give whenever you communicate, because the language is problematic. It will lead us in danger. It will end up in danger. So please be careful whenever you communicate in any language, not only in English, not only in Tamil, whatever language you speak, please be careful whenever you talk. Okay? We are here to spread love. We are here to love one another. We are here to embrace fraternity, equality and unity. We are not here to hurt the sentiments. We are not here to hurt the belief system, the practices of the other person. Right? So let us be tolerant, let us always have an accommodative spirit, let us always have an inclusive spirit, let us always have a welcoming spirit towards our brothers and sisters of India. Thank you all once again. So I would like to convey my profound gratitude to all my teachers, to my wonderful children, to my sisters, to the Reverend Sister, and to the Reverend Principal Madam. Thank you to all of you, and thank you to all the non-teaching staff and the teaching staff, and special mention to all the English staff. Please give them a good big round of applause.
Express my deep gratitude to you all. English Literary Club has been a prestigious club in our school since its inception. It has been working vigorously during the past few years, focusing on the improvement of reading, writing, speaking and listening skills of the students in our school. Our vision is to make our school as a full-fledged English medium school, where each student speaks and communicates through English. With the blessings of Lord Almighty, let's begin this program. Welcome address. A great welcome speech sets the tone for the program. It makes everyone feel welcome and creates the pleasant environment. To create such an environment, now I call upon Naurina and Zagia Fatima to present the welcome address.
Foreign language is a different vision of life, frail, delicate muscle, and if you use it, it strengthens you. A pleasant morning to one and all.